Let's welcome our host, Erika Wilson.
Great day, great day, great day, everyone. We're here live today with the girl, Erika Wilson, and it had to happen for our Wisdom Wednesday. And tonight I have a young lady that's in the building that's going to absolutely blow your mind. So get ready, get ready, get ready. She is inspired by legendary artists like Etta James, Shaka Khan, and Aretha Franklin, guys. Also, Gamble has always kept a positive attitude and has never taken no as a final answer. Or for an answer, period, she says. And the goddess strives for greatness, pushing herself beyond thinkable limits, right? And always keeps in the back of her mind that with great struggle, she will gain success in oncoming hours. How many of us go through those struggles and sometimes we just give up? But not Miss Gamble. How about that? And also born Erika Danielle Gamble in Chicago, Illinois. So let me go ahead and introduce to some and present to others the beautiful Erika Gamble. Welcome, 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 Queen.
Hello. Thank you. Oh my goodness, Miss Wilson, that intro, I was like, yes, Queen, yes. Singing in the background, I love it. I love it. So I am so honored to be on this show with you. You see how the power of Erika is? Y'all see this right now, okay? Erika with the C meets Erika with the K. Let's do it.
You know what? I almost put up Erika's taking over on the internet today. How about that? The Erikas are taking over.
That's what we're doing.
So, Miss Gamble, I had the honor of looking at some of your content.
Yes, ma'am.
And my God, you're doing such an amazing job out here. You really are. And I said, have her on, it had to happen. You see, it had to happen actually come from, my journey, my pain, my purpose, but all of us go through that, right? However, sometimes we don't like to stay stuck on that pain because we want one to hear what it was that, we overcame so they could be able to overcome some things as well. You see my now, but you didn't know how I got here. So that's the purpose of this show. So it's such an honor to have you here on tonight. So if you can, just go ahead and tell the audience a little bit about who is Erika Gamble.
Well, first and foremost, Erika Gamble I can say that I am a different type of breed, as my father has always said. Yes, I was born in Chicago by way of California, Texas, and Atlanta. So when you put it all together, I am from Chi, Cali, Tex, Atlanta. So with that being stated, you already know, you may think, wait a minute, I'm hitting with somebody kind of crazy, but no, somebody that has seen some things, been some places, and my God, the places that I have been and the things that I've been through has truly shaped the individual that I am today. Not only am I a mother, but I am also the CEO of Global Vibes Music Group, which is an independent music label where we develop artists, we do shows. We actually been incorporated since July 25th of last year. And just through passion and literally prayer. Okay, the powerful P's, passion and prayer, has truly gotten us to where we are today. So I'm truly humble and I'm grateful for the milestones and even for the trials and tribulations that we went through. Because I'm telling you, if we didn't go through them, it wouldn't allow us to be humble, you know.
I over love the way that you just put that. I truly, truly do. Because sometimes it's far too often when we think we do some things, right? But we know that all things is done through Christ.
Right.
And it's so, it's especially like I
Absolutely.
was reading in the struggle. Sometimes God get lost. We think he get lost, but
Hmm.
he's right there. We the ones that get lost. Let me rephrase that. We the one that get
Yeah.
lost. But here it is. He says, I'm here all the time. Like I was right there, daughter. You just missed me because you was focused more so on the struggle than you were me. I'm the one that's going to get you out, right? So this is what I need you to do is focus solely on me.
Right.
But what I want you to do, I want you to just take us
Right.
back a little bit. Take us back to like your childhood and tell us a little bit about where you say you grew up in Chicago, Illinois, and well, a couple
I
of
did.
places, So take us back, walk us back a little bit.
Right. Yes. 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 So born in Chicago, 1991, January 14th of 1991. And we actually left the city when I was 7 years old, and my family packed up, took a 4-day drive to California. At the time, my parents had started their own business and literally stopped their 9 to 5s to do their entrepreneurship in California. First offset, things were was going the way that they wanted to go. Right. But of course, at 7, I was like, I don't want to leave home. Like, why are we leaving Chicago? All of our family was there. And from there, my dad ended up getting another better job, a better position. And we moved from California to Texas. And at that time, we only lived in California for about 2 years. And still in all, at that young age, now I'm 9, I'm looking at it like, okay, well, it's a new adventure. I never really got too sad about leaving friends because at this point I had already left family, right? And now here it is, I'm 9 years old and we're having to make this yet another trip. While we were in Texas, I can say growing up, I had some ups and downs because my parents, they were heavily working a lot. It was just me at the time because my sister, which we are 11 years apart, she was already in college, you know. So going to school, I was bullied a lot, picked on a lot because I was different. And by different, heavy set. And I don't know what it was with the boys that I went to school with. I was always getting into fights with young men. I don't understand that. But still, all in all, I was getting the good grades. I was in choir. I was very heavy in the church when it came down to music. I never stopped singing. And the singing truly came about because of my father. Before I was even a twinkle in anybody's eye, my dad had his own band called Dice, of which they were signed to Warner Brothers. Now, of course, I don't know the ins and outs of how he just stopped doing the music, but it always was embedded in him. And I remember those late nights in Chicago, he'll be down in the basement playing, and it just, I found an interest in it. So music was more so embedded in me. But when we were in Texas, that's when I really started to take it more serious, trying to practice on my craft and join a lot of the choirs there. And then 4 years passed, and here we are again, having to make yet another move. At this point, it's 2004. Jobs were up and down, as anybody can remember what was going on from 2001, from 9/11, and now here we are 3 years later. You can only imagine what the job market was like. So at that point, my parents said, okay, well, let's make this other move. And we moved right back to California. Literally 5 years later, here we are, back in the same city, same town. And yet again, I'm leaving, quote unquote, I put friends on it, right? And at this point, I'm 13 years old, seeing friends that I haven't seen since the second grade. Ended up again joining another choir. My school teacher, I know she probably not seeing this, but one day she will. Miss Taylor, shout out to her. I'd only been back in school for maybe about 30 days. And we did a Christmas like concert. And she invited Lenny Williams. Yes, Lenny Williams and the Tower of Power.
What?
And he gets up there and he gets on the mic and he says, who out there in the crowd knows how to sing? Now, mind you, at this point, I'm in the 8th grade, right? Just less than 30 days, then moved back from Texas back to California, same little town. And she yells out, Erika Gamble, she know how to sing. So my dad is like struck because that's his favorite artist. You know, everybody like, girl, you know, I love you, right? So I get up there and I'm singing those songs with him like it was nobody's business, you know, at that young of an age, but I knew the music because coming from parents. And from there, he sat back. We did Diamond in the Back, on rooftop. And after the music was over, he came to my parents and he said, you know what? I want to work with her.
Wow.
And my dad said no. So, of course, my mother looked at him and was like, are you crazy? But he said, well, no, she's only 13. You know, let her live a life as a kid. But for me,
Right.
I was like, well, wait a minute. That could have been a booming opportunity. Right. And then, but yeah, were you going to interject? I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. I'm stuck at, okay, because you told us all about, you know.
Going. But yeah, so at any rate.
Are you having feedback? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I am.
I think it's like a delay.
I can hear you, but it's like we like a pause, then a go.
Right. Okay, guys, we're having some technical difficulty right now. So, Erika, if you can go out and come back in for me, please, that will be great. Guys, please
I can
bear
type
with
it in
us.
the chat, but is it doing that online?
I'm not sure. If you can hear me, can you log out and come back in for me, please? Guys, please do bear with us. We're having some technical difficulty.
Yeah.
So if you can go out and come back in for me, please. While we go to commercial. Can you hear me?
Okay, I can do that. So what, just hit leave studio?
Yes, and come back for me.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, I can do that.
And guys, while we're having some technical difficulty, I'm going to go ahead and go to commercial to Miss Erika come back before us. All right, guys. So if you're in the Atlanta area and you need any type of trucking, may need a 26 box footer truck, please do get in contact with my son. That is my son business, Midnight Express Trucking. All right, Miss Gamble is back. Can you hear me now?
Okay. I can. So is it still lagging? Are we good?
No, it's not. Good. So here it is. I'm hearing that you were moving, you know, you moved quite a bit.
Okay.
And one of the things that you said that stood out to me, you had already left.
So I literally went to.
I don't know what's happening because I don't think you can hear me.
I couldn't hear you. You said what now?
Can you hear me now?
A little bit. And then it just keeps going in and out.
Let's ask the audience what's happening on their end. Thank you, Miss Betty. I really, really appreciate it. Guys, can you let us know if there's a lag on your end? Are you
Okay.
hearing it as well? Please do let us know in the comment if you hearing a lag in the broadcast. So, Erica, can you hear me now? Guys, I don't think she can hear me. Can you hear me?
No, I can hear you.
You can hear me? Okay, good, good, good. So I was saying,
I can hear
can you hear
you.
me?
Yeah, I can hear you. It's just that
I'm not
it's a
sure what's
lag a little bit.
happening. How did you come on? Did you come through Chrome or did you come through Safari? Guys, please do bear with us.
Yeah.
Can you hear me? I'm so sorry. Guys, please do bear with us. Miss Erica is having some difficulty here. If there's a lag on your end of the broadcast, please do let us know. Okay, you can hear me. Perfect. Okay. So what I was saying is one of the things that you were saying that you move quite a bit. And one of the things that stood out to me, you said that you had already left family, so you really wasn't too, keen on. I mean, too worried about losing, friends, because here it is. You're young and you're moving from, what was it, California to
Yeah.
Texas? That's a big jump. That's a really big jump.
Yeah.
I
A
lived in both
major
places.
jump from a
Yeah.
whole literally.
Oh my God. And then you also spoke about being bullied. I want you to take us there because that's something that's happening quite a bit. And a lot of times we have kids that's
Mhm.
really taking their lives because of that. So if you can just walk us through that just a tad bit, because that's going to be your pain. We talked about your journey a little bit, and we're going to jump back into your
Yeah.
journey. But just tell us what that bullying did to you. So maybe someone that's under the sound of your voice, maybe it can inspire them or encourage them or uplift them to tell them how they can get through it as well.
Yeah. Well, because with the bullying, it came, I'm not gonna lie, rape, and these were students that I went to school with. You know what I mean? And be it that my parents did work a lot, I won't say that I was like a latchkey kid because I was much older at the time, having to go to school and then do my after studies and then go home. At this point, I'm like 12 and 13. But I mean, it was at one point where I was just like, why is all of this happening to me here? And at that point, we were living in Texas. I didn't get bullied when we lived in California. I would say the only time that I truly got bullied and um, was, having that traumatic experience with rape was when we were in Texas. Um, I won't say that it truly changed who I was because I didn't even tell my parents until like I had became an adult, truly and honestly. I can say that it did change my, sexual presence, at that age. And I felt like maybe if that never would have happened, I wouldn't have become so active so early on. But it never stopped my drive for just wanting to be a good kid, to be a good student. I can say that I truly, got into my word a lot more. Growing up, we were always involved in the church. My mom kept me heavily in the church. Didn't matter if I was doing after school activities, playing sports, or even playing that music. Because for a long time, I wasn't taking it serious. I was just singing because I knew how to sing. I didn't really truly start taking my music career serious until after the birth of my son. And then at that point, when you're going to these different jobs and you're being the best that you can be, and at one point in your mind, you're like, all I'm doing is going to work to live. But this is not the type of work I enjoy doing. Entertaining, being up on stages, being able to motivate and talk to the young brothers and sisters, that's something that I like to do. I enjoy it. It doesn't feel like, work. And hope is am I still lagging? I'm sorry because I saw somebody said it's lagging a little bit, but we're gonna make it work, y'all. Because
Yes, we
see,
are. I'm not sure what's
there's a
happening.
message that needs to be heard.
Amen.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on because I can hear you perfect. But I don't think when I ask the question,
Mhm.
I think it take you a while before it gets to you. What about now? Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. So it's
Okay.
probably just a time, but I can hear you though. Yeah.
Okay, perfect, perfect, perfect. So let's talk about your child. You say a son?
Yes, so I have a son and then I'm pregnant now. I'll be due
Ooh.
March 30th, and this will be it's a girl. Yeah. But with my son, I can truly say that he was a blessing in disguise.
Wow. Wow. And you know what?
Yeah.
It's so funny though,
It was more like it popped up on me because that.
because no, go ahead. I think we having a
Mhm.
lag. I'm not sure what's going on with StreamYard
Yeah.
people, but please do bear with us. I'm not sure what is happening here. I think it's a lag when I ask the question. It's not getting to you right away, Erica.
Yeah.
Yeah. So go up. You say your
Okay.
son is a blessing in disguise.
Okay.
See?
It was because I would say my mom always be like, Erica, you sure know how to pick them, meaning I don't pick the right men typically. And my son's father just that I felt like my son was the person that allowed me to truly see the type of person that I was with. Because we would have ups, we would have downs, and it felt like we had more downs than ups. So when I became pregnant and found out, and by the way, I was like 16 weeks. I didn't know because I worked so much. I didn't have anything, missing or anything like that. So then when I finally found out, I was like, oh my goodness. And at the time, I had made it back to California as an adult. And then me and my son's father just had a disagreement. He left literally probably 3 weeks after of us finding out. And my parents were like, okay, well, we don't want you to have your first baby in Cali, so you're going to have to come back to Georgia. And here I am, and now, like I say, my son is 6 years old. Me and the father, we somewhat co-parent. I can truly say this is a growing stage for us both. But within it, it has taught me to guide the or not guide the heart, but more so guard, excuse me, the heart. Because I know what I went through with my son's father, and I always tell him, I don't want you to do the same with our son because he doesn't deserve that. But with my son, I can truly say that it has definitely gave me empowerment, give me more structure. A lot of us still may fade off a little bit. Then we sit back and think about it like getting up to go to work, right? You say, well, how many absences do I have? That's some people. For me, it's like, wait a minute, what does my child need? If I don't go to work, he doesn't eat. If I don't go to work, how can we survive? So I can truly say my son is keeping me truly grounded. And now, 6 years later, another oops. And I'm like, Lord, I can't keep doing these oops. I have a little girl on the way, but you keep going. You
Yeah.
know, that's what I look
Yeah.
at it. I just have to look at it as maybe sometimes new life does bring break and separation from something that's toxic. And in order for that to come in, new life needs to see a new being. And that new being is me, you know.
Wow. 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 And you say your son is 6, right? You say he's 6?
Yes. He'll be 7 in May.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Well, congratulations on the baby girl. Congratulations. I'm getting ready to have a granddaughter as well in
Thank you.
March. So congratulations. But Erica, take us
Oh,
to
wow.
yeah, take us to because tonight's topic is the vibes, right? So tell us all about this Global Vibes music group that you're a
Right.
part of.
Yes, ma'am. So myself and Suche Lewis, who's my business partner, we started Global Vibes Music Group July 25th of last year. When I met Suche, I actually already was formulating the band, right? Because in 2020, it was just me as a solo artist, just going around to different showcases, one of which called Take Off ATL. So if you are a new artist,
Oh,
and you are looking to try to get your feet wet, if you will, Take Off ATL truly does just that. They take you off. There's a lot of different producers that are there, different musicians. So I was going there 12 weeks straight, just singing my music. And then from there, I met Anthony Matthews, who's a photographer of Better Vision. And he had, spoofed up my IG for me because I just had regular, pictures from my phone. And we actually went to his studio and took some pictures there. And my dad was like, well, why don't you start a band? So what I do, get on Facebook, social media. That's how we do it nowadays. And I got on the ATL music circuit and literally started shopping for musicians. And we practiced for about 90 days, 2 days a week. Started at my parents' house, and then we moved over to Suchet's house. And I mean, we did 4 weeks at Our Bar, which is still located on Edgewood, really nice spot. And then we did like a 4-week residency there. We were doing 30 minutes of cover songs. It was myself, background vocalist, JL Lavelle, and pianist Darius, and then Suchet was on the drums. And then from there, we had a 4-week residency at Cigar Village, which is also in East Atlanta Village. And we did a couple of tours out in Monroe, Georgia, Atlanta. And then we had our first sellout in February, actually called For the Lovers Only, and that was in 2022, where we did a Valentine's Day theme. And from there, we've just been crafting and recording new music, which I have an EP coming out tomorrow on Thanksgiving. And that's going to be called Life is a Gamble. So I'll make sure I put that out there for you guys. So you make sure you follow my Instagram to get that link. But it's more so all of original music written by myself and other independent artists here in Atlanta. So I will truly say that it's not just getting my voice heard with the soulful music, but more so spreading the message. With every artist, I feel that music truly has to be meaningful. Not to say that we got different artists that take and get up there and shake and do all of that, because we all like to get down. But then at one point in time, when do we start changing the mindset? Like you got to think about it, like the music that my parents grew up on. Like my father loves 007. So I was listening to Shirley Bassey, Aretha Franklin, Shaka Khan, even Glenn Campbell, even country music, because these people, they were telling stories and it was actually feeling in it. So when you listen to the music now, I know they talking about, well, shoot 'em up, bang, bang. I'm going to take his bag. I got my bag. And it's like, well, what are we teaching these children to do?
Yeah. Not only that, not to shoot 'em up, bang, bang. They,
honestly,
talk about the women.
I can say, my music is, all day. Yeah. All day. One of my favorite stores I love to shop at, Rainbow. I go in there now and I'm like, where are the clothes? Like something to cover me up with, because it's truly the mindset. It truly is. Like I don't know. I say it's 50-50.
Yeah. Well, what would you say? Can you just tell us a couple of your milestones? We heard about your music career, so can you tell us a couple of your milestones?
One. Yes, I could say one true milestone for me is overcoming depression.
Ooh.
Truly, because a lot of people can wear depression with a smile.
Yes.
A lot of people can wear depression with a picture and not truly know what somebody is going through. I will say at a young age, I did struggle with a very, 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 very heavy cocaine addiction. And to the point to where I was trying to get money from my vehicle to get drugs, to where I was sleeping outside, and some people in my family, they don't like when I speak about it, but I tell them like, that is a hard drug to kick. And I should have listened to Rick James on Dave Chappelle when he said cocaine is a hell of a drug, because he wasn't lying, And for me, being sober for now going on, oh my goodness, 7 years, I've lost family members from it. Just most recently, I lost some friends. And truly, when I look at my past, I could say, I overcame that, because I truly became a different person. And milestones that I truly have overcome is more than just saying, okay, yeah, let's buckle down and do the music. No, kicking it and coming out of that depressed mind and my feelings. And it wasn't suppressing anything. More so, it was more damaging, you know.
Erika, can you hear me? Because you have a really bad delay and I need your story to be heard. Because let me tell you something.
Okay.
Your story definitely needs to be heard. But I don't know what's happening here. If the enemy is trying to interfere in this broadcast,
Okay.
but you have a really bad delay. I'm not sure.
Yes,
It's like
he
your
is.
mouth is slower than what
Okay.
you're talking. So I'm not sure. I don't know if you want to try to go out and come back in again. I don't know
Oh,
what's going on, but I need the people to
well, am I
hear.
looking like a Bruce Lee movie? Yeah.
No, no, no.
Yeah, I could do that.
Yes, try to do it again for me, please.
You know
And
how
if
the
you
Bruce Lee
can,
movie they be
yeah,
okay.
yeah. So if you can, try to come through Chrome and see what happens.
All right.
So, guys, please do bear with us. You guys rock. You're hanging in here with us. We really, really appreciate it. Miss Erika is going to go out and she's going to come back in.
Okay.
But listen, okay, we'll see you back soon.
Well,
God,
that's what I'm on right now. I'm in Chrome. Yeah.
you're in Chrome. I don't know if it's your internet connection because you're going out really bad. All right, guys, thank you so much. Please do forgive us for the technical difficulties, but we definitely going to get her heard because she has such an amazing story. And just to hear what I just heard from her about her cocaine addiction, I'm sorry. I really want you guys to hear this because not just the cocaine addiction, when she said that you could walk around depressed with a smile, you could walk around depressed with a picture and one never know what you're really going through, and how many times we find ourselves there. A lot of times we don't like to talk about the depression. She even talked about being bullied in I think it was middle school and elementary. And these are the things that's happening nowadays. These kids are being bullied and they're taking their lives. We're not just talking about kid bullies as well, because we do have some adult bullies as well. But guys, we have to get a grip on these things and come together as a whole and be there for one another and stop being so mean to one another. Just show love, show compassion, show empathy, and like the Bible says, treat others, do unto others as you want done unto you. And if we could grasp that concept and live by it, we'll be a great, we'll all be, it'll be a great world, right? So while we wait for Erika, Erika has done some amazing things here in the Atlanta area. She invited me out. I think it was on the 19th. They had a showcase, her and her band. They did such a phenomenal job. If you're not following her on social media, please do. Her social media outlets is I am Erika Gamble with a K, Erika. So I am Erika Gamble. We have her back in the studio. Let's see what's happening here. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So we were just talking about, and before you left, you were talking about your addiction to cocaine. But before we jump into that, I want to talk about,
Right.
you said people could walk around with a smile but be depressed, and they could walk around, they can have a picture up but they're depressed. So just talk about that a little bit, because I know I used to live there for a long time,
Yeah.
and I thank God for the freedom, being free.
Mhm. Yes. Yes. No, because like now when I go back and look at the pictures of myself at that period, of course, nobody knew what was going on. Even myself, when I look at it and I'm like, wow, nobody would have never known. And I think that was more so a train thought of like, what in a sense it would say, never allow somebody to see you sweat. Right. I remember as a kid when I was playing softball, and my mom would be like, well, never let them see you sweat up there, Erika. Put your game face on. No matter how you may feel, don't let them see you sweat. And with that being so the forefront, living in depression, I learned to just never allow people to see me sweat. Now, granted, people may look at it and be like, oh, Erika, she's just being bipolar. Because, I'm not going to sit here and say I'm a complete robot. No, there were times where I may have snapped and then go right back into happy mode immediately. Like, oh, you didn't see that? Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. I'm sorry, cuss you out. But I felt like when I went to certain people, and even like with my family, because sometimes a lot of people have family members that don't know how to truly, I guess, guide you when you're going through something like that, right? They'll just say, okay, well, you get out of it, pray and talk to the Lord, but sometimes people just need more than that, saying pray and talk to the Lord. So for myself, I would literally just look around at myself, and I'll be giving myself coaching, looking in the mirror like, okay, Erika, you know where you come from. Come on. This really and I had to get tired of it. I got tired of it truly, honestly, because I couldn't breathe. I remember I was getting ready to go to work. And by this time, I became what they considered like a controlled drug addict. And I was living in Texas, going to work. And I woke up one evening because I worked overnight, and I could not breathe out of my nose at all, at all. And I said, oh my God, I can't go to work like this. And then from there, when they were doing the declogging, and I was like, oh my goodness, this is ridiculous. How did I let myself get to where I could control the substance, where I was paying my bills, going to work, but still getting high,
Jeez.
and having this face of everything's okay. Nobody knew at work. I don't even think my parents knew, And then once I said, I got to stop, because why? I was hurting my pockets, of course, but more so the body.
Jesus.
Ooh, and then once I stopped, people who I thought were truly friends, right? They weren't, because everybody was just wanting to. Mm-hmm.
I want your story to be heard. I'm not sure what is happening here. I'm literally getting very upset because I don't know what's happening. It's like you have a lag. I don't know if it's the internet service or whatever it may be, but I really need your story to be heard. So I don't know if you want to try again, or you want to just rebook and come back on a latter date, because I need your story to be heard, Erika. And see if we could get.
I may have to make a trip.
Maybe, but, yeah. Or if not, we'll just try to get on early and do like a test run, because I need your story to be heard. Someone out there really needs to hear your story. There's a word you have for someone on tonight, and I feel it. I'm telling you, I feel it. And this enemy he's trying to come in on this broadcast, but it's not going to happen. We're going to get Miss Erika Gamble back here. Let me see what date I have available, so we can get you back, because I'm telling you, your story needs to be heard.
Okay.
So,
thank you.
Hallelujah, Jesus. When we get off, Erika, if you can, the same link, go to that link and see what day. Because right now, I think I have next week book and the week after that. Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Hold on.
Okay.
I told you
it's only on.
What I'll do is I'll do a special. I'll pull a special. Even if I have to do a Friday night, I'm willing to do that for you, because what I'm reading here, what you were just saying, I think can help so many people, Erika. So let's talk about it. Once we get off, give me like 30 minutes or so, and I'll give you a call. But do look on the calendar to see what I have available. And if I don't have anything soon, I'll do a Friday night for you. How about that? Okay. I'm so sorry, y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in here with us. That it had to happen. Or what I can do, I could just let you go ahead and tell your story. I could let you have the floor. What do you think about that? Because we can hear you. It's just a lag when I'm asking you the questions.
Hey, either way, whatever works.
Well, you go ahead and let them have it then. They're here, so go ahead and we'll do tonight. We'll finish up tonight. We have like 20 more minutes. We'll finish up tonight, and then we'll bring you back. How about that? Sounds good?
That sounds good. Okay. So, depression, learning how to save face. When you start, and this is just a message out there for anybody that may have struggled or is currently struggling with depression. When you find yourself at a stage of a repeat, right? Where you're feeling like you're not truly getting substance out of your life. And by that meaning, you know, okay, well, yes, I'm getting substance because I'm going to work, or yes, I'm getting substance because I'm getting paid. But are you truly happy? You have to find yourself in a place where you're like, okay, what am I truly gaining from this? Right. And when I was struggling with the drug addiction, I had to sit back and say, okay, what was the old Erika doing before she met this beast? Right. Some of us get around the wrong people. We feel that the peer pressure or influence to do it, or even you may even be curious and say, okay, I want to try it. Um, and at that point, you get lost. So when they say, when you say that prayer, you know, yea, though I walk through the valley, the shadow of death, I will feel no evil. That is real. Because when you think about it, outside of earth, we go where? Heaven or hell. But it seems like we're living in hell. But that's why they say create your own heaven on earth. And as we see it right now, that's what I'm truly trying to do. I won't say that I am perfect. I won't say that everything is peachy keen. No, I still struggle sometimes day to day with different things that sit on my mind. But I will say I listen to different inspirational leaders. Like on my way to work, I may listen to Sarah Roberts, excuse me, Sarah Roberts, her story is very, very powerful. And to see this woman who bared a child at the age of 13 and to see where she is today, I truly can say, you know what? If she can do it, so can I. And with that being the breaker of my barrier, every day I try to truly, and I won't say try because I do it, I truly do it. I make sacrifices. And excuse me, real quick. I don't know. I think that's my family knocking on the door there. But with that being stated, throughout the time, everything that I go through, I can truly say, like in the story that you read, no struggle, no success. And I believe that. I'm a firm believer in it. Sometimes people may think, oh, well, I don't want to struggle my whole life. But you don't have to. Because maybe through that struggle, it teaches you to be humble. And when you receive things and you allow God to enter into your heart, then you're able to change things. Um, but, and I think, I'm sorry, give me one moment. I think that's my dad trying to get in. I don't think he has a house key. So bear with me, please, please.
All right, guys. Wow. As you have heard Erika Gamble's story, whew, I really, really want her to be able to tell her the entire, well, not the most of her story because we only have an hour segment here, right? But she has told you all about her journey, all about her pain, all about the depression, some about the addiction. We have her back, and just to
Yeah.
hear a young woman speak like this,
Yes.
Sarah Jakes Roberts, she
Thank you.
is amazing. You know, she's definitely amazing, and I can see how she can inspire anyone. So she is such a. I'm sure she do wonders for you, Erica,
Yeah.
because she do wonders for so many people she come in contact with. Her story is amazing. Just to see what she went through and where she is now, and here you are. Here you are going through I don't know how many years of the addiction, but you're here now and you're before the people and you're doing such amazing things. You're a true example and a true testament of what God can do and what He will do. And I'm telling you, my sister, I am rooting for you. My
Yes.
God, because I don't think you
Right.
put that in your bio. So I'm just in total awe right now
Thank
just to
you.
listen to what you're saying here. Because let me tell you something. I want you to keep on keeping on because God definitely have a purpose for you. He have a purpose for you. So you could go ahead and finish your story because I'm telling you, I'm over here fighting back the
Yes,
tears.
ma'am. It's okay. It's okay. But yes, I mean, and then just with the music itself, I truly had to build up the confidence to even want to get on stage. Truly. All my life, people say, "Oh, Erika, you sure can sing," and then I would have to go to my overseer, who is my father, right? And say, "Well, how does it sound, Daddy? What you think?" "No, you're not ready. No, you're not ready." You say, "Oh, how did I break the habit?" I just stopped. Yeah. Just to answer the question, I truly, literally, I just stopped. I will say, if you can stop doing something for 3 days, you're good, honestly. And for me, it was like, okay, do I go and spend $200 this week? Or do I keep that $200 and put that towards savings or groceries for that matter, or something else? Right. But going through that depression and making that 360 turnaround and the birth of my son, I was like, you know what? I have somebody that is looking up to me the same way that I looked up to my elders. And I didn't want to let him down, let alone I didn't want to let down the younger me, right? The younger me that at 13 who felt that she did have an open window to truly start something and learn from one of the legends. To this day, Lenny Williams is still having shows, right? And to it to be said, well, no, you're too young. We can't do that right now. And to look at everything that I've gone through, now I feel that I have a testament or a story, and I truly know that God didn't bring me this far to leave me. And within music, and when you truly feel the music in the way that I sing, you feel that passion. It's not that I want to feed hurt into anyone. No, I want to show you that within my gratitude and within everything that I've been through, I can get up on the stage and stand flat footed and sing right before you and let you know how I feel. It could be a happy song, a soulful song, an encouraged song, and even a song about love. But that's the glory. And my music truly is my glory. You know, one day I do see myself crossing over and maybe, having my own church and be able to minister to those, but just like Jesus, what did he do? He sat down with the ones that people would consider the bad of the bad. Now I can sing something. I don't know if it's going to lag. Look, obviously I could play something, or if you all are on YouTube, you can just type in Erika Gamble. And one of my new songs that's out is called New Wave. And that's N as in Nathan, E as in Echo, W as in Will, Wave, like an ocean wave. But the words are simply, like, I'm stepping out, riding high. Don't press me, can't kill my vibe. I'ma be just fine doing me. And I don't know if it was a lag, but
No.
yes, ma'am. But that song right there, it truly means it. Like,
Oh,
but it that song right there in itself, when I wrote that, because a lot of my music, I just freehand or I just punch in at the studio. I hear the beat and it's like poetry, you know. And growing up, like I said, standing flat footed and singing the same way I can just speak to you. That's the same way with music. Just let it flow.
so do you have any upcoming events?
Yeah.
Please
So the
reveal.
last event that we just had was actually the EP release on the 19th. The next event that we are actually planning right now will be more so in February, because we know we got the holidays coming up. And now with me being pregnant, I'm trying to make sure that I take out time for me and baby, right? Because we still working. But the next event, which I'll be posting here shortly, will be in February, and that's just a crossover of Valentine's Day. And then also celebrating Black History Month.
Yeah.
When I was in high school, that was my main thing. I was a Black Student Union president, and we would host different Blacks history. Well, we couldn't. Well, so I'm gonna tell you this: the school that I went to, my second high school in Brentwood, California, wouldn't allow us to do a Black History Month program in the month of February. Now, of course, this school was predominantly Black. We'll do it in March, and I called it Marching Forward. I see the link for that, but I had the NAACP come out at that time. At the time, I was a senior in high school at Brentwood, California, at Heritage. And I had a stream of videos talking about Black history. We did poetry, the choir sang, the step team that I had did a dance, and or not a dance, but they did a step routine. And then the dance team, we did more of a praise dance, and I truly brought culture to a predominantly all white high school. This school probably was over 3,000 students, and out of 3,000, maybe 300 Black people went there. And majority of them were in the Black Student Union, you know. And I just got here that they just started back up the Black Student Union again this year. Because after I left in 2009, Black Student Union was no more. So I kind of want to give homage to what I did years ago and bring that culture right here in Atlanta. And why not do it in the wonderful month of love and showing Black inspiration to all of us in Black History Month. So that'll be the next event. And from there, we'll be doing, new music and not just African culture, but culture here,
Right.
all around.
Awesome. So guys, if you're not following Miss Erika Gamble, you can do so. She's on all social media platforms. I am Erika Gamble. Erica
Yeah.
with a K, guys. Please do show her some love. She has a new EP that's coming out on tomorrow, and the name of
Yeah.
that New Wave. Please do show her some love as we're going into the holiday season. So maybe let your friends hear or your family hear when you have everyone over and say, this is who I saw. It had to happen. Her voice is amazing. She gave us a little snippet. But guys, if you're not following her, please do so now. I am Erika with the K Gamble. Show her some love. She truly just love on her. Just truly, truly love on her. Erika, I am so honored to have you here tonight with us at It Had to Happen. Your story is so
Mhm.
amazing, even though
Thank
we
you.
had a little lag in it, but guys, we're definitely going to bring Miss Erika back. So we're going to get everything together, maybe bring her in the studio so you guys can really hear her story because she has a phenomenal
Yeah.
story that definitely could change
Hey.
one's life. Right? So, Erika, if you can, if there's anyone
Yes, ma'am.
that's under the sound of your voice, and you just give them some words of encouragement because we're going through a time now, the holiday seasons, everybody's, not everybody, but majority of us go through some type of form of depression or loneliness or whatever it may be. Just encourage somebody on tonight.
Yes. And if you are listening and watching right now, I just want to tell you that this is just the beginning. If you are going through a storm, sweetheart, the storm has already passed. Think about the storm as new life, new beginning. Because how can the trees live or the grass grow without a storm? You got to think about yourself as that. The more and more as you go, don't think as the glass being half empty, but look at it being half full. We always hear that scenario, but you have to truly believe and say, well, you know what? What is the power of my mindset? The more and more you wake up and say, oh, today is going to be bad. This ain't going to go right. Oh, how do I look? I doubt. Things tend to come crashing down. But when you wake up and you say, you know what? No, today is going to be better. I am better. God put me here because I am better. I deserve this. I deserve where I am today. Allow it to push you and drive you because I will tell you, God does not choose the weak. And sir or ma'am, you are not weak, but you are strong within his glory. So just know that just like Moses, when he was going through and having to save all those people and to bring them through that water where they parted, that had to be a strong task. But yet here we are being so selfish. God did not choose you for no reason. He chose you for a reason. and this is your season to truly grow. So with that, end 2023 with a bang, going to 2024 and the years to come from now with a bang. And just know that if you continue to change your mindset, things will happen. Let's continue to change the narrative together and allow ourselves to grow. And it has been a blessing and an honor to be on here with you, Miss Wilson. And I can't wait. You let me know. I'll save up the money, okay? We'll all come down on a train, the back of a roach, a coach, whatever, and we'll be there, okay?
Well, where are you guys at? I thought you were here in Atlanta. Are you here in Atlanta?
Oh yeah, we're in Atlanta. Okay, so we're around the corner. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Well, the words of encouragement that you just gave to the audience was amazing. And thank you so much. Like I said, it's such an honor to have you here with us on tonight, Erika. You did such a phenomenal job. Even though we had a little lag, we still got through the show. You still got some of your message across to our viewers. But do know we definitely going to bring you back again. If I have to do it on a Friday night, I'm more than willing to do so because you have a story that definitely needs to be heard. And for all the ones who hung in there with us, thank you guys so very much, because we cannot do this without each and every one of you. All of our viewers, we're truly grateful for you all. And guess what? If you guys would like to book and be a guest like Miss Gamble here, you definitely could go to my website at www.erikawilsonIH2H.com. Again, www.erikawilsonIH2H.com. Also, if you are not a subscriber on YouTube, please do go over, hit that subscribe button as well as the notification button, and it will let you guys know every time we go here live. It had to happen. Guys, please do have a great Thanksgiving. Please do be safe out there because we know there's so much going on in the world. We're freezing here, Erika. At Atlanta, it is so cold, guys. It's cold. But on Monday nights, we do have our NFL Mom show. On Tuesdays, we have our prayer broadcast, which is Girl Talk Tuesday with Dr. B. And Wednesdays and Thursday, we open the floor for guests. And we will love to have you all to come back with us. So God bless each and every one of you. Erika, let's go ahead and send them out with some virtual hugs. If you can hear me, let's hug the people. We're waiting for her. She has a little lag. So hug, and virtual love. Because guys, we love you here. It had to happen. And again, we cannot do this without each and every one of you. You guys rock. You are so amazing. Again, happy Thanksgiving. We love you. Until next time, guys. Bye-bye. Bye, Erika.
Yes, happy Thanksgiving.
Amen.
Bye-bye. Thank you so much, Miss Wilson. Thank you.
Erika's Empowering Empire. 88 Blessings Soar Movement. It had to happen in a beauty so rare. We'd love for you to join us by subscribing to our YouTube channel. It had to happen with Erika Wilson. Following our social media.